Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and welcome to Let's Play Mount Blade II Bannerlord Beta. So, after like 10 years of development, Mount Blade II is finally out, admittedly in beta. I've been looking forward to this a long time. I played a lot of the original Mount Blade and Mount Blade Warband, and I think I've actually got Mount Blade Warband on the channel somewhere from ages ago, and I still love the games. Though you don't know what it is, it's kind of this mishmash of a game where you play as a soldier, you fight on foot, etc., but you also command an army and have to run around the map with your army doing stuff. And then it goes between this real-time combat game with your army and then a kind of pausable overview map. We're going to dive into the campaign. Now, heads up, I am actually streaming this right now at the time of recording, so if there's any weirdness when I talk to chat, that's just me being the weirdness. So, we have 6 cultures to pick from, all of them different names. We've got the Empire's kind of the default. It's annoying that it's over here rather than being here, but Empire. The Calradian Empire is in decline, even for the murder of Emperor Arenikos. The once united realm was torn by political rivalries. Today, those factions are in open war. Yet, Calradians endure. They are technologically more advanced than their neighbors, and their mastery of engineering is not just evident in their aqueducts, beautiful architecture, and massive city walls. It also makes them experts in siege warfare. You get 20% construction speed on town projects, war repairs, and siege engines. I guess that's pretty nice. I mean, if it's anything like the original Mount Blade, town projects used to take forever, and it was kind of frustrating to be like, hey, I'm going to do an upgrade. I'll come back in a few years. There's the Vlandians. The Vlandians are the descendants of... I don't know why I'm speaking like the Count or something like that. The Vlandians are the descendants of adventurers from the West who lived under the Empire for centuries before forming an independent kingdom. With the decline of imperial authority, they evolved into a well-organized feudal society led by a caste of warlike nobles who prefer to fight with spears and lances on horseback. 20% more upgrade XP to troops from battle. Very, very much like a Nordic, a Norman Frankish vibe, mixed in with sort of that early English era. Yes, horseback. We like fighting from horseback with lances. That helmet, especially there, is like Norman Frank kind of helmet. Castle building, totally. The Empire's kind of got that Roman vibe, you know, an empire in decline, etc. That building there very much looks like Byzantine. So, sort of that late Roman Eastern Empire. The Sturgians, straight up, these are just Vikings. I'm going to call them Vikings. In fact, I'm probably going to call them all by their, like, I'll be like, yeah, you're the Normans, you're the Romans, and you're the Vikings. Like, I'm going to call them that in-game. I'm sorry if that pisses you off. You just deal with it. The Sturgians are the descendant of foreign tribes of northern Calradia. As the Empire expanded into the Cold Forest, they found that the ready market for luxurious furs of woodland animals, whom they traditionally hunted and trapped. Sturgian chieftains became princes vying for preeminence and the help of Nord mercenaries who migrated into their realm. They are good hunters and wanderers, traveling far in search of opportunities, both for trade and for plunder. A little bit aspects of Germanic in that, like the whole, you know, the Calradians pushed in, etc., and they did all the things, and there was a bit of trading, and also, ooh, do we want to plunder them? But, you know, predominantly Viking-esque. The Battanians, yeah, it is the Battanians. Okay, I was like, am I pronouncing this wrong? The answer is normally yes. The Battanians still remember the olden days when the woods stretched across northern Calradia, and the Empire and its cities had yet to violate their sanctity. The fierce warriors remain loyal to their traditional ways. They paint their faces when going to battle, and even then noblemen prefer to fight on foot, while using great axes and great two-handed swords with deadly efficiency. Straight up, Celts, Gauls, that sort of thing. Also a little bit Germanic as well. Like, straight up, these are, you know, your Celtic warriors. We like to fight in forests, we like big weapons, and we paint... They're very much Wodic warriors. The Khuzaits, steppe tribe. Mongols, basically. The Khuzait confederation of steppe tribes used to live in nomadic life, but have recently settled in the eastern frontier of the empire and are slowly transitioning into an agrarian society with permanent town centers. Eastern frontier? Yeah, totally Mongols. Despite this, they still retain many aspects of nomadic life, including their affinity with horses, their masters of mounted archery, shooting, and then galloping out of reach. And the Assyrii are your typical, like, Arabic, early medieval nation. The Asai are the inhabitants of the Nahassa Desert, a mixture of nomadic Bedouin and settled oasis farmers. They're famous for their horsemanship and their knowledge of the learning of many lands, especially their knowledge of the learning... Oh, that should be the knowledge of the learnings of many lands. No, they don't just know of many lands. They know the stuff that many lands know, especially medicine gained from lying on some of the continent's most lucrative trade routes. Each clan is fiercely proud of its lineage and often jealous of the others, but when united by a charismatic leader, they become a major force in the south. Yeah. Pretty simple. I'm probably going to go with the Vlandians. I like the idea of being like the upstart underdog with a descent of adventurers from the west who lived under the empire for centuries before forming an independent kingdom, well-organized feudal society, and we get 20% more XP to upgrade our troops from battles. I like having elite units. It's kind of my thing. I'm totally down with this. I guess they're probably going to be the default since they are the, firstly the top left, but secondly, like, that's probably going to be the one most people are going to pick. I still think Empire should be here because the Empire is kind of like, hey, we're the ones that made the setting. We had an empire. We hit everyone else, and then we stopped being strong, and now everyone's hitting us. It would also be nice... Again, this is beta, so this totally might be things they're planning to do. As I click on the different people to get, like, their music in the background, so I can, like, hear, hey, I'm going to be stuck with this guy's music for the entire campaign. I would rather be these guys, or whatever. But the Vlandians, we're totally going to go with them. And next. And that is an ugly face. Let's see. Those are some impressive eyebrows. I don't know. Do we want to play a male or a female character? Because I'm kind of tempted. Female characters traditionally, if it's anything like Mount Blade Warband, female characters traditionally have a harder time of it, but can do all the things as well. But everyone's like, you're a woman, you can't fight. Then you have to fight and beat them up to prove it. And then, you can do all the things, but you have to kind of do the whole prodding people thing to make them do the things. So I don't know who we really want to go with. That is me in quarantine from my skin tone. Voice pitch. Ooh. Oh. I was hoping it was going to demonstrate my voice. Hence why I meant immediately to... What if my voice is like... Oh, hi, folks. I just want to take all your land and plunder. Please give in to me. I am the most fierce... I am the most fierce warrior that has ever lived. Give in to me. Oh, that's kind of what I want from this slider. I'm tempted to go female for the extra challenge. That's a good point brought up by Twitch chat. Yeah, I'm pretty tempted by it. Although that said, I kind of want to show off the new features, and the quickest way to do that is to start as a male character. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pick a male character for my first playthrough, and then on my second playthrough, we're going to go with a female character for the extra depth and challenge and RP stuff. So we're going to go with a male character just now, just because I kind of want to just experience a lot of the stuff quickly.
Ladders up! Let them advance! Stand your ground! Onward! Give way!
3 different English accents there.
Make a line! Stand down! Attack!
I like this guy. What if we go pitch high?
The day is ours! Heaven be praised!
Okay!
Back to back! Shoot at will!
That gets pretty deep.
Die! Close with them! Raise your shields! Die!
I'm totally going to go for the lowest pitch voice we can get. This is hilarious. Height. We will be the mountain. This is a terrible idea. I don't know if I want to be the mountain. I want to be the smallest guy. The smallest guy with the deepest voice. That's actually going to be funny. I'm totally down for this. We'll be the angry little man. And everyone's going to be like, he's just a tiny little guy. He's not scary. And then...
Move forth!
I'm down for this. Right, okay. Face. Is there any way to just re-roll? Yeah. Oh, he also needs a massive... We're basically playing a dwarf. We need a massive beard as well. No. Maybe. Oh, that last one was pretty good. No. Hi, welcome to the character creation section of the video. You know what? I'm probably going to just fast forward to this so you can see what I end up with. Because I'm going to spend a lot of time in character creation. It's a problem. I think most people understand this. Okay, so the dwarf plan might have changed ever so slightly. We are now kind of going off an Alex Louise Armstrong vibe from Full Metal Alchemist. The perfect physical specimen! There we go. So we're a little bit tall now. We've got a lovely mustache. And that means we must dash into the game. Okay. Those are my parents. I got my blondness from her. I got my mustache from him. Okay. Choose your family. You were born to the family of a baron's retainers. That helmet's a little bit low. I'm not sure your field of vision is great there. Admittedly, helmets aren't great for field of vision. Your father was bailiff for a local feudal magnate. He looked after his liege's estate, resolved disputes in the village, and helped train the village at levy. He rode with the Lord's cavalry, fighting as an armored knight. 10 skill level and 1 focus point in riding and polearm. 1 attribute point in social. Urban merchants. Your family merchants in one of the main kingdoms, the cities of the kingdom. They organize caravans to nearby towns. Trade in charm and a point in intelligence. Yeoman. Your family were small farms with just enough land to feed themselves and make a small profit. People like them were the pillars of the kingdom's economy. Polearm and crossbows. I did like crossbows in the previous one, mostly because during sieges, you could just sit on the walls and be like, I have the biggest crossbow. I would carry a ballista if I could. Bang. Reload. Bang. And everyone would just be packed up together. So that's not bad. Point endurance in the early game is always good. Urban blacksmith. Your family owned a smithy in a city. Your father played an active, if minor, role in the town council. You get point in two-handed, point in vigor. Two-handed is quite a lot of fun. Having the distance is always really useful. Hunters, you get a point in scouting and crossbows and a point in cunning. Roguery and crossbow. What's a roguery? You can tell when a guard wants a bribe and how to intimidate someone. Have a good sense of what you can get away with. Oh. By the way, fun fact, I don't believe there is a law anymore for it, but there used to be a law in Britain where you could be an incorrigible rogue. I think it was a homelessness law. But like, if you were in contravention of it, you would be determined to be a rogue. And then if you're in contravention of a certain part, you would be an incorrigible rogue. So, fun fact, you can legally be a rogue. It's not just a D&D class. What do we also get? Crossbows. I'm kind of feeling... I'm not massively feeling polearms unless they've changed the mechanics. Riding is good. Getting a point in social is pretty handy as well. And it does fit the Norman theme, like being a retainer, etc., feudal magnate, blah, blah, blah. Social is also great, though. And getting a point in intelligence... But I think we'll go Baron's Retainer, maybe. Or... I'm not feeling Yeoman. Blacksmith isn't bad. Be a really good fighter and have the ability to smith. I don't think we'll go for Hunter or Mercenary, probably. So it's going to be between Baron's Retainer, Urban Merchant, and Urban Blacksmith. The issue is that, like, if I do want to dive straight into the action like I did with, we'll go male instead of female, we should really go for the Baron Retainer, but then we might start off, if that is the same option as there was in the original Mount Blade Warband, you start off noble already, and I kind of would like to get to that bit, like, how do you make it too noble? So I think we won't go for that, because I like the bit of how do you make it too noble. And I know we don't want to dive in immediately and all that jazz, but I kind of really want to see how that transition is played out. And my chat is pointing out that with a stash like that, being a blacksmith is pretty badass, so I'm tempted. Yeah, why don't we go blacksmith? We get a point in smithery, and we're a bit of a badass with a two-handed sword. Choose your early child. Wow! My head is massive! Damn, okay. Your leadership skills. Okay, my smile is creepy. That is a creepy smile. It's a very, very creepy smile. I also like, as my chat is pointing out, I was always bald, even as a child. Oh god, I'm Lex Luthor. If the wolf pup gang of your early childhood had an outfit, it was definitely you. All the other kids followed your lead as you decided what to play and where to play, and led them in games and mischief. We get a point in cunning, we get a point in leaderships, and in tactics. That's not a bad choice. Leadership allows you to have a larger warband, which is fantastic. And tactics is... I guess it's useful for, like, if it's anything like the original one, the ratio of, like, how many troops you can bring into a battle versus the enemy or something. Your brawn. Throne and more vigor. You were big, and other children looked to have you around in any scrap with children from a neighboring village. You pushed a plow and throw an axe like an adult. No, we already have that. Very thoughtful, scary child. You're quick on your feet, intent of what was going on around you. Usually you could run away from trouble, though you could give a good account of yourself in a fight with other children if cornered. We get a point in athletics, and we get a single-handed attitude for numbers. Trade, cheaper trade deals, and engineering. Those are both really good. I do like numbers. Most children around you had a rudimentary education, but you lingered after class to study letters and mathematics. Wait, I had classes? That's great. You were fascinated by the markets, weight and measures, tallies and accounts. Or your skill with horses. I get a point in endurance, get a point in medicine, and a point in riding. You're always drawn to animals and spend as much time as possible hanging out in the village stables. You could calm horses and were sometimes called upon to break in new colts. You learn the basics of veterinary arts, much of which is applicable to humans as well. So medicine is a good skill in the original, again, Warband. Well, it's not the original. It's the sequel to the original, but it's the prequel to... Anyway, medicine is like, hey, after the battle, these are how many of your troops went down. Your medicine skill will mean a number of them survive. So less people dying means you don't have to go recruit them again, you have a bigger army, and you don't also lose like really high XP people who are badasses and all that. As a child, you're noted for looking really creepy. Yeah, no, totally. That is pretty much what I've taken away from this. I'm tempted by either your skill with horses, your way with people. You were good at just guessing other people's stuff. That's fine. We're just full-on people. Or numbers. People, numbers, or horses I'm tempted by. And I think we'll skip horses for now. And we'll either go people or numbers. And I'm thinking people. A little bit of charm will get us to go a long way. That is the really creepiest smile. I'm just going to move on before I have to look at that any longer. Choose your adolescence. When I was also bald. And wore eyeliner. Okay, that's what adolescents do. They wear eyeliner. They're also much bigger, except for their head. Sure. Growing up, you spent your time at the watch training ground. We get a point in crossbows. We get a point in tactics. Okay. And we get a point in control. With the alley gangs, we get a point in single-handed, we get a point in cunning, we get a point in roguery. The gang leaders get watch over slums. We're always in need of poor use to run messages. At docks and building sites, that's just very unhappy, creepy smile. We become a really good smith. He learned how to hoist and scaffold, blah, blah, blah. And we also get another point in vigor. That would make us a pretty good starting character in terms of two-handed. In the markets and... oh, God, the smile's back. Stop it. Make it stop. You worked in the marketplace selling trinkets and drinks to busy shoppers. That would make us really charming. Reading and studying. Even better at leadership. Your family scraped money for rudimentary schooling, and you took full advantage reading voraciously on history, mathematics, and philosophy, and discussing what you read with your tutor and classmates. Working at the stables. We get a point in steward. Nah. I'm kind of thinking the docks and building sites. Actually, as much as I would like to go for something like, hey, why don't we go study some more or be badass with, charm? Why not just up our vigor by 1 and also get a bit more smithing in? I have no idea what smithing is going to be like. Like, can we make our own stuff? That seems really badass and awesome. I'm totally down for that. We also get to move faster, which is really useful because you want to be able to chase your enemies down and make them feel the lamentations of whatever. Right. Choose your youth. When now our head is strangely smallish? Okay. Stood with the garrison. Crossbow point, engineering point, intelligence point. Rode with the scouts. We get riding and archery. Trained with the infantry. We get vigor and the 2 weapons I'm not going to be using. Joined the skirmishers. Archery and throne. March of the camp followers. Throne, cunning, and roguery. None of these I really want. I was hoping there'd be like an intelligence one at this point. Like, you took over your family's estate. Okay. Which do we go with? That's a crossbow point. And it gives us some intelligence. I'm down for that. I like crossbows. The downside of crossbows, you often can't reload it from horseback. That's why I'm not massively as worried about horses right now. Road with the scouts. Archery and horses? Okay. Training the infantry is just all the wrong things, really. Join the skirmishers. That could be useful if we wanted to go, like, pure bow. And then get some, like, throwing in. March of the camp followers. Roguery. I think we'll go with... Stood with the garrison. That way we get a point in control. We get a point in intelligence, but we also get a point in crossbows. Urban troops spend much of the time guarding the town walls. Sure. Choose your young adulthood. You defeated an enemy in battle. We get more two-handed and vigor. We could be a real badass starting off here. You saved your city quarter from a fire. Get a point in cunning and tactics, and we also get a point in leadership. That's really tempting. You invested some money in a workshop. More points in smithying, and a point in trade, and a point in intelligence. Survived a siege. More crossbow, more control. You had a famous escapade. Maybe it was a love affair. Maybe you cheated at dice. Or maybe you just chose your words poorly when drinking with a dangerous crowd. Anyway, you got into the kind of trouble which only a quick tongue or quick feet get you out of alive. Athletics and rogue... Nah, that's not the one. I like the blurb, but you treated people well. Your biggest achievement was you were kind of nice. Aww. What did you do? I defeated an enemy in battle. What did you do? I saved a city quarter from a fire. What did you do? I invested my money wisely and I purchased this chain of workshops. What did you do? I survived the siege at so-and-so. What did you do? I had a love affair with the princess. What about you? I'm kind of nice. Yours is the kind of reputation that local legends are made of. Wasn't the kind of reputation that local legends were made of, but it was the kind that wins you respect. You were constantly fair and honest in your business dealings and helpful to those in trouble. In doing so, you got a sense of what made people tick. We'd get a point in steward, charm, social. No, we didn't treat people well. I mean, we probably did, but whatever. Not famous escapade. Siege, we go for crossbow, but no. I'm kind of tempted by invested money in a workshop, because then we could go really high on the smithing, and we'd also get a bit of trade. We also get a point in intelligence. City quarter from a fire, we get cunning, which would be useful. Eventually we do want to get some scouting as well, and it gives us more leadership. Defeat an enemy in battle, if we want to just go pure badass. Like, that would mean Vigor 5, which... oof. That would be good. Defeat an enemy in battle... Saved your city court from a fire. Again, the leadership is going to be really, really useful. Invested some money in a workshop. I'm less keen on that. It does give us an intelligence buff, though. Yeah, it's one of these three. I don't think we need the crossbow one. Fire or workshop is a bit more interesting than just going pure fighty. Smithing, like, I don't know if smithing actually allows me your knowledge of how to forge metal, match handle to blade, turn poles, sew scales, and other skills useful in the assembly of weapons. There must be a crafting system. There didn't used to be. I'm genuinely interested if there is a crafting system. I guess maybe that says, hey, you should pick this. You're interested if there's a crafting system. Pick it. So we invested money in a workshop. Our parents died or something, and we lost our blacksmithery. And then I invested money in a workshop, and I started my own blacksmithery. It makes so much sense. There we go. Choose your story background. Like many families in Karadia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and two younger siblings, they're still alive, to a new town you'd heard was safer. But you didn't make it. Along the way, the inn in which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain and your two younger siblings seized. But you and your brother survived because you subdued a raider. We get more vigor, one-handed, and we get a point in athletics. You drove them off with arrows. We get a point in archery, which we don't want. You rode off on a fast horse. We escaped. We get horse riding and we get scouting. That's pretty useful. You tricked the raiders. Like many families in Karadia, life was upended. You tricked the raiders. In the confusion of the attack, you shouted that someone had found treasure in the back room. You then made your way out of the undefended entrance. We get roguery and tactics and a point in cunning. You organize the travelers to break out. You know what? I kind of like this one. You encouraged the few travelers in the inn to break out in a coordinated fashion. Raiders killed or captured most, but you and your brother were able to escape. We get a point in leadership, a point in charm, and we get a point in social. I'm totally thinking you organized the travelers to break out. I kind of dig that idea. Like, that's why we are the born leader. Yeah. And enter your name. Alex Louise Armstrong. The strong arm alchemist. Right, okay, sure. Oh, we also get 10 renown for that one. Interesting. So renown is effectively like, so as you don't know, you're standing in the world. Like, what do people think of you? How much do they... Not even what do people think of you. Like, how much do they know of you? Like, kings will have high renown. Even if you hate them, they have high renown. And high renown allows you to have more troops. So, I kind of like this. Oh, I pick a surname later? Okay, that's good. I was wondering about that. I'm going to actually hyphenate that so it's a full first name. We are Alex Louise. Right, and with that... Is that not allowed? Can I not hyphenate it? Oh, damn. I have to pick a name. Hyphens aren't allowed. That's the worst. Alexuis? Alex hyphen Louis. Maybe not. Names are the worst, okay? This is something we'll be stuck with the entire game. It's a very important decision. Every time I typo that. Yeah, I actually like the suggestion from chat, Alexis. I was just making sure my Amazon Echo wasn't going off. Alexos. No, damn it! Alexos. Cancel. No, it is going off. We can't go with Alexos. We can't do that. No, I didn't mean you. Good. Okay. Right. Yes. I'm gonna need to figure out a name for this one. Back in a sec. Okay, we've went for the very inventive name of Alexander. Next. Determine the game difficulty. Friendly troops receive realistic damage. Friendly parties receive realistic damage. Player receives realistic damage. Recruitment difficulty, realistic. Map move speed, realistic. Choose if heroes are able to die on the battlefield. No. Auto allocate clan member perks. No. If we want to, we can later change this, I think, in the game, if it's anything like Warband, and we can lower that if need be. Often, if you're starting the game, it's worthwhile just reducing player damage for a little bit until you can get some perks, but we're going to just start off like that and see what happens. We are being optimistic about this. That is totally Alex Louis Armstrong when he was younger, when he may have dyed his hair. Brother, it's been 3 days now. We've been tracking those bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue Varric and Alda? Are we up for a fight? On the back of my head, his opinions. This looks like an old training field for the Legion. Perhaps we can spend some time and brush up our skills. Hello, tutorial mode. I'm going to run the course. I need to know if I can fight if I have to. Right.
You can move your character.
Okay, there we go. The game crashed because I tried to change a visual setting to fix the weird framiness. Framiness is now fixed. Completely recreated the character. But that's totally fine. Let's go get a weapon and hit someone. If I can stand in the right place. Hi. Right, hi there. Hello. Defend from the left. Oh, attack from the left. Okay. Right, take this. Yay! Another weapon or... Okay. Can I make it automatic? There used to be an option... I know, I'm going to the options settings. This is dangerous. There used to be an option to just automatic block. It's just a little bit annoying. No. I mean, you've got control block direction by mouse movement or movement keys. Oh well. I like the automatic one. It's the only easiness thing I would put on. Right. Do we need anything here? No. Hi. Hi there. I'm in the wrong place. I didn't mean to be here. Let's go get a bow. That's a horse. That's a bow. Right. Hit all the targets. Okay. Oh, yeah. Arrows drop. Makes sense. I have to change my zoom button right now. I've got it actually bound to my mouse, which is making this difficult. Let's quickly just flip out here. Gameplay, mouse and keyboard. Right, zoom is bound to the mouse. We need to flip that for... You know, make it shift, and then we'll put walk run on the mouse. Right, next. Next. This is a very pointy arrow and we're doing blunt damage. I don't understand. Right, smash that. There we go. You know what? Let's also try the bow. The longer I hold the bow, the less accurate it gets. You know what? Bows seem a little bit better than they did in Warband. I kind of dig the bow. A lot less damage, though, but whatever. Right. Let's go find a horse. Hello, mounted spear training. No. Mounted sword training? Let's do mounted spear training. That's going to be a little bit different. Yeah! Okay, this is easier than I thought it would be. Nice. What about this one? Oh, missed one. No. I was doing so well. Okay, missed two. I jinxed it, didn't I? 3! Yeah, I've got to stop jinxing things. Right, you, come here. So many pots are going down. They must be, like, really in business. Ooh, horse jump. Yeah. Next. And we're back. 4 missed targets, but yeah, you know, that was fine. How do I get down? Look at the horse and then F. There we go. Right, let's do this. Hello, my own buddy, my old pal. I'm actually going to just quickly reduce the effect volume. You know what? Actually, I will reduce the master volume. And then up that a little bit. It's just, the shouting is kind of loud. Hi there. Let's go. I am so gonna die. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. You got a training field. I want to leave the training field. Brother! Before we do anything else, we're low on food. There's a village north of here. We can buy provisions and find some help. You're a better rider than I am, so I'll let you lead the way. Oh, hello. Moving your party is done by clicking on the map. This will leave a mark on the target location unless you've clicked on... Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, hello. So, I'm guessing that's the Empire and this is us. Oh, no, that's the Empire and this is us. Who are you? I want to figure out who all these people are. Like, we know who those are. Cool. That's the Arabic one. Don't know who you are. That's a Celtic one. You're the steppe tribe. So, who are you? Who are you? And who are you? Why are there so many empires in the middle? The purple's all empire, according to my chat. Oh, so maybe this is the red is the Fland. Look, the Normans. We're the red, maybe. Oh, we're really far away. Huh, neat. Well, we're going to start heading north. And we're going to go to Tivir and hopefully get some help. That'll be next episode, though. I know this is very much a character creation episode. It's probably going to be episode 0, I guess. Hope you enjoyed. If you have, if you're looking forward to more Mount Blade 2 Bannerlord, it feels weird to say that. Like, subscribe, comment, especially because it's a new game on the channel. It's really good to get that feedback if you want me to play more. So do give me that feedback. It was really, really appreciated. So do the likes, the subscribes, and especially the comments, because it's really good to know that feedback. But yeah, until next time, I've been EnterElysium. Hopefully you're enjoying Mount Blade Warband 2. Looking forward to seeing the exploits of Alexander Armstrong. But until next time, stay shiny.